You just put a straw in it and drink it all night. Welcome back to Whisky Whims with me, Stuart. Now, I'm going to have to put a disclaimer in here because people get touchy. I am friends with the person who, made this whiskey pretty much from start to finish. Maybe not necessarily the the distillation of the whiskey used, but blended it, created it, nurtured it, and got it to where it is now. So yeah, this was made by Ryan from 8 Doors. Fellow Thames member, friend, and also Patreon supporter. It's a blended Scotch whisky with about 70% of it being made up of malt content, and it's sherry. It's ABV 46.7%, and yeah, I like the look of it. I like the label. That's all I've got to say on that. I think it was £45 when I purchased it. Possibly £50, 45 to £50. So yeah, non-chill filter, no added colouring, 11-year-old, and we'll get down to the nose, the palate, and the finish. Now, knowing Ryan, he has stated as well, not just knowing him, but he has actually said that he's tried to base his blend, or this specific blend, on a kind of 80s style of blend. So we'll get down to the nose anyway, the palate and the finish, and we'll see if it's a Whisky Win or a Whisky Bin. Yeah, so on the palate, on the nose, it's lovely. And I'm not just buttering Ryan up, and that is a pun because there's so much butter in this. It's just creamy. It's lovely, sweet. Like buttered flapjacks, creamy porridge. Malty for sure, just really creamy, almost like rice pudding in a sense. There's tinned fruits, tinned kind of peaches, pineapples. There's a little niggle of kind of grain, just because I feel like sometimes I can be quite sensitive to grain, but just a little niggle of it just to let you know it's there, but it's nothing offensive at all. There's like, we made what did we make? We made roasted pepper sauce for a pasta, and we were speaking to my sister-in-law, who said to add almonds, blitzed almonds, because they give it a creamy texture and a creamy taste. And yeah, we blitzed some almonds, and the actual taste of the blitzed or crushed almonds in a blender, there's that smell, that taste, or maybe not taste, I've not even tasted it yet, but the smell for sure. It's fantastic in the nose. Really, it's creamy, it's full. It's even got that fruit aspect. It's lush, and I really enjoyed the last blend that I reviewed from Seven Sons. But yeah, this is fantastic, and not just because it's got Ryan's name on it. It's got his signature on the side as well. Oh, bless him. The palate. Yeah, malt loaf, kind of raisins. Once again, you've got that creamy texture to it. There's some apricots, a little bit of like a tart aspect, possibly like some, I don't know. I'm thinking of something you get out of Greg's, like maybe it's just the colours. Maybe the colours are subliminal messaging, but like a pineapple, maybe like a pineapple tart, but it's not as sweet. It's actually not too sweet in the palate compared to the nose. I feel like the nose is a lot sweeter, the palate's maybe just a little bit more leaning towards the bitter side for me, but it's still creamy. And there still are some sweet aspects. There's like, as well, I don't know why I keep coming back to like blitzed things, but like, I don't know, like blitzed raisins. If you were to make, I don't know why you would blitz raisins actually. I don't think I've ever blitzed raisins, but there's just something kind of sticky and viscous about it that I'm just thinking of like getting a food blender, a food processor, like a handheld one, and just blitzing some raisins for some reason, or some dates. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. What am I? Maybe just about a quarter, maybe just under a quarter. And what I've had so far from Seven Sons, I've been pleasantly, or maybe like expectingly delighted. I've been expecting it to be good, just because Ryan's involved and I do have a lot of faith. And this may seem biased, but yeah, take it for what you will. Anybody who's tried this, let me know what you think of it, because yeah, I think it's great. See what else we can get in the palate. I've actually not written any notes for this, just to let you know. Hence why it's so disorganised. Yeah, I keep coming back to malt loaf, like Serene. And there is grain. There's if it is 70% malt, then obviously you need to assume that it's 30% grain. But there is a slight chemical kind of that it's a taste I get from grain quite a lot. Synthetic, just there in the background, almost kind of, yeah, just chemically. I don't know how to describe it, but it's always like a kind of almost harsh. But the other aspects of the whiskey really make up for that slight abrasiveness. Would I say he's hit 80s style whiskey? I mean, I'm not one to judge because he's had way more 80s whiskey than I have, or 80s blends, but I've had a few, and yeah, it kind of reminds you of that. Quite soft, delicate, but really creamy, really malty. It's just, and quite, yeah, tropical fruity as well. There's a bit of tropical fruits on the nose. The finish, I'd say the finish is medium. I'm getting some kind of, I'm getting like milk. There's like once again, just creamy, but there's like a milk, like you've had a glass of milk and you've just got that kind of, the remnants of the milk, the residual of the milk in your mouth. Strange. What else is in the finish? It's nutty, a little spirity in the finish, to be honest. A little peppery, some wood, and I'm trying to think, maybe rubbery? There's something a bit rubbery. Yeah, there's something like just a touch rubbery in the finish. That's what I've got. Yeah, we'll get down to the review. If you're new here, how I rate my whiskey is on 3 factors. Would I buy it again? Would I recommend it? Do I think it's worth it? Would I buy it again? Yeah, I'm really enjoying this whiskey. It's just one. It's just one that you could switch off to. It's just one that you could drink, grab. It seems like I've said this about a few. Oh my god, look at the little fluff. It seems like I've said this about a few 8 Doors or Seven Sons whiskies, that they're just quaffable, and that's what this is. It's quaffable. You could keep on drinking it. You could just put a straw in it and drink it all night. So yeah, what even was I on? I don't know what I was on. I was on something. Anyway, would I recommend it? Yes, it's really good. Would I buy it again? Yes. I wouldn't mind another bottle of this. I feel like I'm going to go through it quite quickly. I opened it a while ago and I've just not really had it, but since kind of reviewing it and researching it and having it over a couple of nights, I've been getting through it. And do I think it's worth it? Yeah, definitely. 11-year-old, 45, 50 pound, 11-year-old blend. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. It's a 383. It's a Whisky Win on this occasion. I've been Stuart, this has been Whisky Whims. I'll see you later.